Cooking at Home with Bart. On tonight's episode, I'm going to be further refining my methods for canning. During the first episode on canning, I really ran into a lot of problems and didn't really have much time to research canning before that episode. And since then, I've done a bit more research on it, and I really want to kind of nail down a good method for going about canning that is easy enough for anybody to do. And I think the way that I've been doing it is easy enough for anybody to do. For canning, all I'm really using as far as materials go is a big stock pot. They call it like granite ware. It's very cheap. I bought a big old pot for $15 at Walmart, and it helps to have a canning rack, which is something that it's like a little rack that has handles. You set it on top of the pot of boiling water, and then you fold in the handles, and it goes into the pot and kind of keeps the jars stable. And of course, in the last episode, the one I purchased was too big, and I did end up buying another one, but it's actually still on the way. It hasn't arrived yet to me. I had bought a 12-inch canning rack, and I actually needed an 8-inch one, and it's what I bought, but I still don't have it. I do recommend using one of those though, and it's good. You just need some jars. Any size will really do. It's best to use new. Well, you can use reuse jars, but you kind of want them to be these kind of ball type jars, or these jars that have the tops that screw off like this and that look like this. I don't think you can actually reuse, like if you were to buy a jar of spaghetti sauce from the store, I really don't think you can reuse that particular jar, because you'd have to have a new lid, I think. It would have to seal, but so yeah, you just need some jars like this. You can reuse them again, but you'll have to buy new lids. You can always reuse this part of it, and it helps to have a jar lifter, something that gets the jars out of the boiling water. I can't really, nothing else really comes to mind as far as things you really need to have. If I think of some more, I'll mention them as the show goes along. But yeah, here I am again, and I have quite a bit of extra produce from the farm. Have a very nice variety of hot peppers, and I got a whole bunch of tomatoes. So we're gonna go ahead and just make some salsas, and so go ahead and crack open a beer. I've already got mine, and let's just start kicking some ass. Here's all the tomatoes that I got. You can see there's a whole bunch in there. A lot of them are starting to go pretty bad. These are seconds. They've all got little spots or some kind of issue with them, and quite a bit of them are pretty rotten. But I think I got enough in there, that I can salvage. That is should be enough for 3 jars, or at least 3 jars, I think, of some salsa. Well, I guess we'll have to see. But anyway, and I got a nice variety of hot peppers here. I have some jalapenos, carrot peppers, some lemon drop peppers. One, I believe this is most likely a Caribbean red habanero, a very large one too. And I've got some of my Chinese hot peppers from my garden. And I don't know what this is. I don't even know if it's spicy, but I'll probably throw that into a salsa. And I'm also probably going to grab a couple Trinidad scorpions from my garden. We'll see how much of the tomatoes we have that are usable, and hopefully I'll get to throw one of those into a salsa. We'll just have to see how things go though. I'm whipping up a batch of what I've decided is my signature salsa, which is essentially four to five habaneros chopped up with, you know, just some red tomatoes or whatever tomatoes you might have, and so it's jalapenos, tomatoes. I like to put ginger in this salsa, not too much, maybe like an inch to 1.5 inches of ginger root, fresh and peeled. And of course it's also got, you know, about 1 clove, a couple cloves of some garlic, and some sweet onion, and of course sea salt. And that is my oh, and cilantro too, preferably some fresh green cilantro. And yeah, I'm kind of dubbing that my signature salsa. I've cooked a lot of salsas this summer, probably about 50 or so, and that's been the best one I've had. The ginger really brings it out. It has a great flavor to it, and I've never heard of anybody else doing it, so I'm kind of dubbing that my own recipe. And I'm gonna hurry up and get that chopped up and into this pan, because I already have this all this hot water is close to boiling right now. I'm gonna sterilize the jars after I wash them down with some soap, you know, get them nice and clean first. And I'm only going to be boiling, I'm going to boil the jars and not the lids, because the lids have a, on the underside of them, have a sealing compound that you don't want to damage. And so anyway, I better get to that. So I'm going to make this salsa just like I've been making all my other salsas. Throw some olive oil in the pan, put it on medium heat, and toss in your ingredients. Cook it until the onions get soft, the garlic gets soft, and some of the tomato juice cooks away, but you want to leave a little bit to have it so it has some moisture. And I put in a little bit more ginger than what I suggested. You know, I think I put in probably about 2 inches of ginger, and that's fine. Just use as much as you want to use. You know, just have fun with it. The point is, though, you want people to taste the ginger in the end. But anyway, this is going to get cooking, and now I'm probably going to start on maybe getting the next salsa ready, but pretty soon I'm going to go ahead and sterilize the jars. But anyway, I got to get to that.